Factors influencing international business environment. Welcome to the session number 13, the second chapter of the international business environment. So let us have a quick recap of international recall business environment from first semester subject business environment. Okay, whatever you have learned regarding the business environment, please recall that, and you'll be able to understand in a better manner. Meaning and definition. We'll be learning in the 13th session the meaning and definition of the international business of the environment of the international business environment in international business environment factors. So what is the meaning of environment? We have already discussed in the first chapter. The environment is nothing but surrounding. Whatever surrounds you becomes your environment. But for the international business, the various factors and activities that have influence on its survival, on its operation, on its success, or on its failure, this is called the surrounding of the business. Okay, these are the factors or the activities that surrounds the business, that is called the environment. It is the factors which affects the MNCs or the transnational company or the international business, that is called as environment. The activities, the factors, we'll be learning the various factors. Here there is a definition provided by William F. Glueck. Now the process by which he has provided a definition for environmental analysis. What do you mean by environmental analysis? Environmental analysis, analyzing the environment. How are you going to analyze the environment? It's not the physical environment that you're going to go and check and what is the temperature and the other related steps. No. What you're going to do is environmental analysis. It's a process by which you will strategically monitor the economy, how is the economy, how is the various legal, governmental market, how is the various legal and the legal framework, and how about the market, whether it's competitive, whether it's monopolistic, or whether it is oligopoly, okay, biopoly, or you're going to see the suppliers and the technological advancement, how the suppliers, or what is the technological advancement, what is the level. Geography and social settings to determine the opportunities. You're going to see where actually it is, so the entire where your organization is situated. What is the geography of it? How it's strategically important. Some places are really very much strategically important. For example, we have seen the Red Sea, the Suez Canal. Okay, there in the Suez Canal is very important. Where if you have an organization over there, even that plays a very important role, but it's very rare. Okay, settings determine opportunities and threats to their firms. Why this is environmental analysis is done to determine what are the various opportunities and what are the various threats that the firms can face at present and in the future. There are two types of factors affecting the international business, the same way like for any other thing, internal factors and external factors. Let us see internal factors. Internal factors in turn is divided into two types. That is micro-environmental factors and macro-environmental factors. Internal factors affect the business organization from within. These factors are further divided into two: micro-environment factors and macro and micro. Micro is mission, vision, or objectives. You have human resource. Now let us first understand what is a mission, vision, and objective. Mission and vision. Mission, first of all, let us know about objective. Objective means what its target, what its aim is. The objective will be more or less, it will be earning supernormal profit, earning a good amount of profit. That will be the objective. But mission, it is much more than the objectives. It is a broader concept than the objective. It involves everything that a company wishes to achieve. What a company, it's an overall aim of the company, what it want to achieve. Okay, it is not just the profit. It's various other things. That is the mission. Vision, where the company wants to be, where the company is hoping to be in the future. That is called the vision. The human resource plays a very important role. Yes, mission, vision, and objectives plays a very important role. How their factors and how they affect is like mission, vision, and objectives affect because following you have to concentrate all your activities, you have to focus all your activities so that you attain the vision and you attain your objectives. And it should also include, I mean, going as per your mission. You have human resource, I mean the employees of your organization. If the employees of the organization are good, the employees of the organization are talented, skillful, they understand they think that they are a part of the company. If that kind of human resource are there, there is a greater chance that the international business, that the business can develop, the business establishment can develop. Okay, trade union also plays a very important part, but it influences the development, it influences the progress, the influences the profit of the company, all these factors. Okay, human resource, as I said, it influences upon the company. When you have bad human resource, your company is gone, your company is heading just towards a disaster. And trade union, there should be a better understanding between the trade union and the management. If there is some little bit of friction, or there is there are cases of wherein the trade union are unhappy with the management or vice versa, it becomes very difficult for a company. Then organizational structure should be very clear. The organizational structure should be in such a fashion that each and everybody should know their responsibility, each and everybody should know their part of work. And finance is a lifeblood of any company, or for that matter anything. Okay, if there is no finance, there is no work that will that will keep on going. Finance, if there is no finance, everything stops. So finance have more influence upon the company. So it is also one of the important factors that can help the company grow as well as collapse. Market strategies, the different market strategies, research and development is also one of the important factor in the microenvironment. So this is it in this session. Okay, welcome to session number 14, and in this session we'll be learning about international business environment, few of the left out factors, and macro environment factors. We have learned many of internal factors. We'll be learning about few internal factors, and after that micro factors we have learned. After that we'll be learning about micro environmental factors. So in the macro environmental factors, you have shareholders. Shareholders also have influence on the company. So in the shareholders' influence can be can be maintained or can be reduced on depending upon the situation. The creditors, if the creditors are not giving a credit, if the creditor is demanding a greater interest rates, if the creditors are demanding their loans to be returned before the date when it was supposed to be returned, okay, if that is the situation, then the company is in the grave danger. The company cannot concentrate on its activities, because if the creditors in the or of that sort or of that type, wherein the credit policy is not clear, then there is a danger for a company. So the credit policy should be very clear. The creditors should be, there should be a regular payment of interest to the creditors, as well as for the shareholders, there should be regular payment of their return on the investment. Okay, then you can increase the dividend for the shareholders. Even that can be an option. Bankers and financial institutions also have influence over the company, because bankers and financial institutions are the major organization that lends money to the companies. So the bankers and financial institution plays a very important role, and it is a very strong factor that can decide the future of a company. Then the competitor are a very naughty factor, because you have to always watch them very strictly, continuously, making sure that there is no other changes that they have made to the product which you have not made. You have to meet or beat the competition. So you have to always keep an eye on your competitor. Your competitor has some kind of influence on your business, so it is also a macro factor. Micro factor because it is within. Okay, a competitor is outside. Though internal, though internal, but competitors are from outside. But here, why it is internal or macro environment factors? We are saying it depends upon us what we are doing. Okay, what best we can do in order to beat the competition or meet the competition. Then you have suppliers. Suppliers have suppliers can actually stop your manufacturing activities. Suppliers can give you a headache. It is also an important factor. Suppliers, you should have, if the suppliers is the monopolist, if the supplier is enjoying the monopoly position, then it becomes very difficult for a company to have a proper agreement, a proper negotiations with the suppliers. So you have to choose the supplier wisely, and you need to invest in those areas where there are more suppliers. Market intermediaries. Market intermediaries is nothing but, I know, the resellers. They can say the resellers, wholesalers, and retailers. If the wholesalers and retailers have their independent image, then if your product are sold by the third party, that is the retailers and the wholesalers, they can, if those are the retailers and the wholesalers, if they have their image in the market, your product can be sold very easily. So they also plays a very important role, and they are a factor that can affect a company. Then ultimately it is the customers who decides. Then you have external environmental factors. This you cannot have more control over it. It is a technological factor. Okay, on the prevailing technology, if your company is thinking of producing some high technology that is possible only after 10 years, it is not possible because the technological factors are not so contributing to that. Legal and political factors. What are the various legal and political factors? Also, you should check. Okay, you'll be having legal and political factors, social and cultural factors, technological factors, economic factors, international factors, and national factors. Let us learn first about economic factors. You know the meaning of economy, you know the meaning of economic system. Economic environment factors of various countries are directly and indirectly influenced on the international business. International business, whether it wants or it doesn't want, it is always affected by economic environment, economical factors, economic system. How is the economy? How is the economy of the particular countries? Says a lot about your progress, says a lot about the future of the international business in particular country. The economic systems are of three types. Okay, capitalist, socialistic, capitalist, socialist. Actually, it is four types economic system. You have capitalist economic system, socialist economic system, you have communist economic system, and you have mixed economy. Wherein capitalist is, what we call as laissez-faire economy. So economic systems, all these four economic systems, whichever I have said, the four economic system plays a very important role. In the same way, plays a very important role for your organization. If your organization is in the communist country, there is no way that they can progress progress in a way that it want to, because as you know, the communist countries is majorly about the public companies rather than the private companies. But India being a mixed economy, we have squeezed the good things out of all the three and left all the bad things out. Okay, you have income of consumers, income of the consumer. Income of the consumer plays a very important role on the international business. If the consumer have income, only then they can purchase. If there is no income on that particular country, then even if you are selling at the cheapest price, they'll not be able to take economic development. What level of economic development is in that particular country, whether it is underdeveloped country, developing country, or developed country also matters. Inflation, so if the price of the products are very high, it's very difficult in the to purchase. If the trends of the economy is in the inflation stage, it is very difficult for the people to to purchase the goods. They have to reduce the purchase of the goods because the prices are very high. The standard of living, if the standard of living is very luxurious, then there is a good news for the business that it can have uh, it can progress at a faster rate. A financial policy also matters, export and import provisions, and policy towards FDI. Let us see the financial policy. Financial policy matters. What is the financial policy of the government? Also matters exports and imports provision, whether there is a provision for exporting, whether there is a provision for importing. If you can you import the goods, can you export the goods, also matters. Policy towards FDI, very, very important. If the policy is very friendly for the FDI as it is in our country, you know, people will love to invest in the country. When the policy is very much complex, the policy is very much complex, it creates an environment of risk. If there is a risky environment, there is no way that your business, if you're even trying to um, set up a business in that countries, it is very difficult that you can develop your company, or it can reach to the stage, or it can achieve the objectives which you have laid. This is it for today, guys. Thank you so much.